Ciao, and welcome to SimpleItalianCooking.com. My name is Liz, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so excited to show you this really easy, simple recipe. It uses zucchinis, and it's called appropriately baked zucchini slices with rosemary. If you don't have rosemary or you don't like rosemary, you can actually switch it out with basil or parsley, or you don't have to use any herb if you don't want to. But we're going to use rosemary, and it's really simple. First, what we're going to do is we're going to dice into really small pieces 2 small onions. So if you only have one medium one, that's fine. Quantities are very flexible in this recipe, which is great. So what we're going to do is first, you want to preheat your oven to 350. So I have that going, and we're going to heat up some olive oil, about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a frying pan, and because that's where we're going to saute the onions. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Okay, so this is how much 2 onions came to. So it's quite a bit. So we're going to add it in. And you want to make sure that you don't have the heat too high because you don't want it to burn. We just want to saute them. So it's going to take, I don't know, 5-7 minutes, however long it takes. I have mine on medium heat, and we're just going to let it saute until they are tender. Okay, while the onions are sauteing, we are going to take the zucchinis and we're going to slice them lengthwise, about 1/4 of an inch. So lengthwise is this way. So cut off the ends and then you just slice it lengthwise, and we're going to just set that aside on a plate. The onions are done sauteing and they look fantastic and they smell great with the olive oil. We're going to put it into a 13×9 baking dish. So just take the onion and pour it in there. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to mix some breadcrumbs with some grated Italian cheese. I prefer Romano. I recommend it. It's got a lot more flavor than Parmesan, but if you don't have that and you just have Parmesan, that's fine. Use that as well, along with the rosemary or the herb of your choice. Again, there are no set quantities with this recipe, so I'm going to give you something to go by. I'm going to say about 1/3 cup of both breadcrumbs and Romano. You can add more to that, and probably about maybe a tablespoon of the herbs chopped up real fine. So start with that, and again, there's no right or wrong. So if you prefer to have more breadcrumbs, add more breadcrumbs. If you like more cheese, add more cheese. Okay, so now you have the mixture. You have the breadcrumbs, the cheese, and the rosemary. By the way, if you're wondering if it's dried rosemary or if it's fresh rosemary, use whatever you have. I don't have fresh rosemary, so I'm using dried, organic dried rosemary. So all right, so we're gonna set that aside. And it looks very good. And we have now the slices of zucchini that we have. So when I said lengthwise, this is what I'm talking about. Because guess what? They go like this. We want to put them face up, but you might have more than can fit. So if that's the case, just put them in at a slight angle, get them to fit in there. Just put them right on the onions, and then we're gonna put the breadcrumb mixture right on top, and then we're gonna bake it. All right, you're almost there. So we have, all you gotta do is just pour the breadcrumbs right on top, and you can also put them along the sides. Next step, we're gonna add the olive oil. Just drizzle it. I don't have a measurement, so we're just gonna, I have the olive oil on here, and we're gonna put it in the oven. I think I said 350, it should have been 375, and we're gonna bake it for about 45 minutes uncovered. Our zucchini slices look and smell beautiful, and I can actually tell you that I've already tasted one, and it tastes wonderful. So this is how it is. It's extremely hot when you take it out of the oven, and you know all those onions that we put on the bottom, those onions cooked into the zucchini. So that's kind of why we have the onions underneath, and it tastes and smells so good. So listen, if I can do it, I know you can do it, and you're really gonna enjoy it. You can get the full recipe at my website if you're not already there, SimpleItalianCooking.com. Make sure to follow me on Facebook and Pinterest. Sign up for my newsletter. I'll get you more recipes and kitchen tips and information about Italian cooking, all this great stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, grazie e ciao.